Hi everyone. You're probably wondering why you just heard some really fast cars moving around, and that is because I'm about to review the Fast Five for you today. Um, I saw it the day before I filmed this. Um, Fast Five is the fifth installment to the Fast and Furious series, and this time around, Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Therese Gibson, and the guy from Tokyo Drift, and Vin Diesel's sister's character, whoever she was. Um, they all come back along with a few other Fast and Furious stars from the previous films. Um, Trying to think here. And what they do in this movie that's really different from the rest of the series is this time around they focused on the heist scenes. And rather than just having cars and hot girls and whatever the Fast and Furious is known for, um, there are actually elements to the story, and that's actually a huge improvement for the series at this point. Um, so pretty much the main premise: Vin Diesel's character is sent to jail for probably I think the third or fourth time. I don't remember because there's so many sequels now. He escapes once again, and this time around there is a guy in Brazil that has a lot of his money and a lot of money from people that he knows, and he wants to make sure that this guy pretty much pays for stealing all this money. So he gets together some crooks, some thieves, some people that he teamed up with in the previous Fast and Furious movies, and it's their duty to either steal the money, burn the money, do whatever they can, make sure that this money is not in this one business dealer's hands anymore. And so they go to extremes. They attach a giant safe to their cars with like these ropes and these little hooks, and they attach to their cars and they drive away with it. And there's a bunch of crazy stuff that they do in this movie. Um, Trying to think of some other stuff. One scene that's kind of familiar to if you've seen the previous Fast and Furious movies. Um, there's a scene where they're on a train, like on the rooftop of the train, and they they jump off of it and land like the car who's ever driving it below them. And a really well-known Fast and Furious element is either they drive so fast that they're able to stay under the truck, or they drive next to the train. So those are both of those are pretty familiar Fast and Furious moments. So they keep a lot of that stuff. Um, yeah, what I really liked most importantly about this movie is the cars and the women are just elements of the movie. They're not the main subject matter anymore. Um, Another thing that I really liked about this new Fast and Furious movie is you actually get to know the characters better. And what I mean by that is, and those of you who have seen the film know what I'm talking about. Um, there's scenes where Vin Diesel and Paul Walker actually talk about their family lives, their dads. And there's scenes where Vin Diesel and his sister, whoever that actress was, I don't recognize her name, but they were talking about what it was like growing up, why they don't think they know their parents as well as they should have. Um, there's a twist in this movie. Not really even a twist, just something that happens up on one of the characters, actually between two characters, that's really special to them. And I don't want to spoil that for those of you who are going to go see this movie still and haven't seen it yet. Um, and for those of you who have seen the previous installments, I think you'll really like how they have a lot of the characters that you're familiar with back in this one, so that's nice. Um, so yeah, I think that's most of the storyline pretty much. So yeah, I give the Fast Five a huge thumbs up. I give it about an 8.5 out of 10. Great movie. Um, if you haven't seen Fast Five yet, go see it. It's great. Um, I still didn't think it was as good as Thor. So if you have not seen Thor, go see that one first. Then see this one, if you have time for this one, that is. Um, so yeah, Fast Five is great. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out.